The little boy became extremely aggressive when hungry, especially on nights with a full moon. He would even attack people violently. Only his mother's comfort could calm him down. But the boy was not an ordinary human. His father was the alpha of the wolf clan. 5 years ago on a drunken night, the woman accidentally wandered into the wolf chief's room, and the two spent the night together. The next morning, a call woke her with news that her grandmother was critically ill. She rushed off in a panic, completely unaware of the sleeping man beside her. From that day on, the wolf chief spent 5 years alone in silence, while the woman thought she had no family left after her grandmother passed, until a medical exam revealed she was pregnant. Only then did she realize that night wasn't just a dream. To raise the child, she handed out flyers by day and collected scrap by night, slowly bringing the little boy up on her own. 5 years later, she took the boy to the hospital. The doctor was shocked by his craving for raw meat and suspected a genetic issue, suggesting a DNA test using the father's sample. But the woman had no idea who the man was. Sensing her embarrassment, the doctor proposed a gene scan, but it would cost $30,000. The woman left the hospital deeply worried. On the way home, she passed by a row of luxury cars. Inside one of them was the boy's biological father, now a powerful and famous business mogul, but still holding a grudge against the woman who left him, because in the wolf clan, wolves are loyal to one mate for life, and that woman from 5 years ago was already imprinted deep in his soul. That night was a full moon, the time when the wolf clan was hardest to control. To maintain order, he hosted a grand banquet to keep them in check. On that day, the woman got a call from her master, asking her to attend a banquet at the richest man's home. She thought it might be a chance to raise the money for treatment, but upon arrival at the estate, she was stopped by the butler. She explained she was invited on someone's behalf, but was told humans were not allowed inside. She questioned the butler, pointing out he too was human, but he calmly replied they were not of the same species. Just then, the man appeared at the estate, and immediately recognized the woman. He grabbed her hand, and checked her ring finger for a wedding band, finally letting out a sigh of relief. But the woman acted like she didn't know him, and desperately begged for a job. Seeing this, the man stormed off in anger. His subordinates didn't dare make a decision, so they let her stay temporarily. Later, the woman opened the fridge, and saw it full of steak and lamb. She was so excited she nearly shouted, because those were her son's favorite foods. Gathering her courage, she said she had a 4-year-old at home, who especially loved eating meat. Worried the man might overthink it, she quickly changed her words, claiming it was just a pet dog. Hearing this, the man felt a pang of sorrow, convinced that such a cold woman couldn't possibly be the mother of his child. Just then the woman received a call from a neighbor, telling her that her son had suddenly come down with a high fever. She rushed home, only to find the boy in a heated argument with her stepmother. The stepmother sneered and said the boy wasn't even human, then showed the bite marks on her arm. The woman knew her stepmother had another motive, and today's visit was to pressure her into a blind date for dowry money. Furious, she kicked her stepmother out, and gently comforted her frightened son, only to notice a row of sharp white fangs showing in his mouth. At the same time, the man happened to be nearby, and suddenly caught a familiar scent. He instinctively recognized it as the scent of a wolf pup. His assistant reminded him they were near